With this warming weather and entering into the summer season, this is the perfect time to ditch your boring dad clothes and reinvent your summer style. Now, I'm all about being comfortable while battling the heat, but I think you can do both. I think you can be comfortable and maintain a sense of style. So in this video, I'm gonna go over some summer essentials that every man should own that give off a timeless, quiet luxury style. And if you guys like these type of videos and you're looking to reinvent your style, click that like and subscribe button so I can help you on your journey. Now let's start with the first summer essential, and it's gonna be a button-up linen shirt. You guys can do short sleeve or long sleeve. If you want a more casual look, you can do a short sleeve, leaving it unbuttoned, layering it over a tank top. If you have a little bit more going on in the midsection, just button the bottom two buttons and leave the other ones unbuttoned. It'll give you that casual look while covering some of that dad bod. Now, if you want to dress it up just a little bit, then you can do a long sleeve. Now on the long sleeves, you can leave them untucked or tuck them in. But just remember, if the shirt passes your crotch or your seat, those are intended to be tucked in. And if they don't pass your crotch or seat, you can leave them untucked and you can button it up or leave them unbuttoned. Whichever look you're going for, I highly recommend that you roll up the sleeves and show off a little bit of that forearm cleavage. As far as colors, I would stick with neutral colors: white, navy blue, light blue, and khaki. I'd stay away from loud, vibrant colors and definitely no flashy logos. Now, another summer essential I want to recommend to you is a lightweight dress shirt. Now, in the spring and fall, I usually recommend that you guys go with some type of Oxford, but that tulle in that Oxford's a little thick and it's going to be uncomfortable in the summer. So instead, what I recommend is going with a lightweight cotton, like an Egyptian cotton. For example, the one that I have on today is a light blue Egyptian cotton shirt from SUITSUPPLY. Cost me about $129. If that's a little steep for you, then the other one I want to recommend to you is this white one from Charles Turwitt. It's also an Egyptian cotton, very breathable, very comfortable, but it's going to run you about $40. They also come in a variety of colors, including the blue one similar to that SUITSUPPLY one that I have on today. Now, these dress shirts are always going to be tucked in. They're intended to pass your seat and pass your crotch so that when you sit down, the shirt doesn't come out. These are always going to be worn tucked in with an elevated outfit. Now, bringing it down a little bit more casual, this is when I start bringing out my lightweight cotton silk polos from SUITSUPPLY. I have them in a variety of colors, all of them within the neutral colors. That way I can mix them around within my wardrobe. But they're very comfortable, very breathable, and they feel like luxury. They're a little bit pricey, but they've held up a couple of seasons perfectly. No pilling, and they're very complimenting. What I also like about them is the ribbed waist. I can tuck those in and it drapes over the pant nicely, or I can leave them untucked and it still looks dressy and it covers anything going on in the midsection. Now, the last shirt that I'm going to recommend to you is a comfortable t-shirt. Crisp, clean, no logos, no graphic tees, no dad sayings, just plain comfortable tees that complement your physique. You want them to be a little bit snug around the tricep, around the chest, no bacon collar, but you should be able to pinch about 1 to 2 inches on each side. As far as colors, I'd stick with white, blue, or gray. Now, let's move on to trousers. Much like your linen shirts, I recommend a variety of linen trousers. Starting with the most casual, I'd recommend one with a drawstring. Now, these are going to be worn more in a casual environment, so you're going to leave your shirt untucked, whether it is a button-up shirt or the polo. The reason is because the drawstring, if you tuck that in, those pants are intended to be a little bit more casual. So when you tuck in a shirt, it kind of offsets the look of having a dressy look with a casual pant. So just leave shirts untucked on those drawstring ones. If you want to dress it up where you do tuck on your shirt, then I recommend these tailored fit linen trousers from Banana Republic. I got them in an ivory, a khaki, and a navy blue. These are the ones that I wear when I want to tuck in the shirt and throw on a belt. They're very comfortable, very breathable, and a little bit more dressy than the ones with the drawstring. Now, if you want to dress up the linen look even more, then you can take them to the next level of a linen trouser, and these are also from Banana Republic. They're herringbone tailored fit linen trouser. They're high-waisted, they're a little bit thicker material, so as far as these go, I would wear them more for evening wear. The ones that I just showed you, those are the ones I would wear during the day. But they're not uncomfortable. They're not so thick where you can't wear them in the summer. There's just a little bit thicker because of that herringbone. But they look great with the polo tucked in, dressed up with some nice loafers. It's a great look for an evening date night. And one more dressy trouser that I want to recommend to you is a high-waisted pleated linen trouser with side clasps. This is more of a relaxed fit, but they're very comfortable, very breathable. They're actually from H&M. If you want to step on the quality of those pants, SUITSUPPLY offers a pant just like this, but it's going to cost you quite a bit more, but I'll link both of them below for you. Now, staying with trousers, but moving on from linen, I recommend you guys have 1 or 2 all-season wool trousers. I'd recommend going with a light gray or a light sand color. The ones that I'm showing you here are from SUITSUPPLY. They're high-waisted, 1 pleat, side clasp, and a 2-inch cuff. Now, these are the ones that you're going to pair up with that Egyptian cotton dress shirt when you tuck these in to give yourself more of an elevated look. I really wouldn't recommend wearing a linen shirt with these wool season trousers. Now, to bring that look all together, I'm going to recommend the Swiss Army knife of your summer wardrobe, and it's going to be a lightweight unstructured blazer. Why unstructured? Because it's the most breathable, most comfortable, and you're going to be able to wear that in the hottest of months. In this outfit, I have it with the light gray wool season trousers, and I have the white Egyptian cotton shirt and the blazer. Or you can pair it with the light blue Egyptian cotton shirt, the sand colored trousers, and a blue grenadine tie. Now, you can't go wrong with navy blue, but I decided to step out of my comfort zone and I went with this cherry rose color from Brooks Brothers. And I'll also link that one below for you guys. Now let's move on to a little bit more of a casual essential, and it's gonna be your shorts. Absolutely, in the summer, you're gonna need some shorts. And I'm gonna recommend a few pairs to you. You can't go wrong with the plain front chino in khaki, blue, or olive green. Or if you wanna stick with the linen theme, then you can also do some linen shorts. The ones that I have on here are blue tailored fit linen shorts. They're the exact same cut from those Banana Republic pants that I showed you previously. Now with the shorts, the key is this. You wanna make sure that the length is above your knee. It's a little bit of preference here, but I'm just gonna give you some tips. If you're a tall person like me with long, slender legs, the longer your shorts are, your legs are gonna look more slender. So I'd recommend going with the 5 to 6, max 7-inch length on the shorts. If you're one of my short kings, if you wear shorts that pass your knees, it's gonna make your legs look even shorter. So for my short kings, I'd recommend going with at least a 7-inch length. And definitely stay away from cargo shorts or anything with extra pockets or hardware. Now let's move on to footwear. I'm gonna recommend a variety of different loafers for you. I'm trying to get you to stay away from those Hey Dudes or Crocs. What I recommend if you wanna stay stylish and comfortable, the first pair I'd recommend is some driving mocks. These are from Polo by Ralph Lauren. I tend to wear these with shorts. It gives it a little bit of a preppy, old money look. Now I'm the minority here, I'm sure. I'm not a fan of espadrilles. I don't like the way they look. They look like Tom's or Bob's shoes. I just don't like them. So instead what I went with are these suede summer walks. Kind of creates a balance between a loafer and a tennis shoe with that rubber sole. They're very comfortable and very stylish. But I also recommend that you do have 1 or 2 pairs of a little bit more of a dressy loafer. Something with a harder sole so you can wear with those elevated linen trousers or the all-season wool trousers. And the last pair of shoes I'm gonna recommend to you for your summer wardrobe are some clean white minimal sneakers. The ones that I have been wearing for the last several years are these white sneakers from Beckett Semanon. It is a full grain leather that molds to your foot over time. Very comfortable, highly recommend them. And the last thing I'm gonna recommend to you, but primarily if you're on a pool or if you're around a large body of water, are some sandals, preferably slides. I'd stay away from those flip-flops. If you do this right, especially when you're on vacation and you throw on some of those linen pants, especially the drawstring ones, throwing on some sandals with a linen shirt looks great on a vacation. Now that you have all your wardrobe pieces together and some outfit ideas that you can put into rotation, let's go over accessories real quick. You're gonna absolutely need some sunglasses. Remember guys, do not wear your sport glasses when you're putting together this wardrobe. I recommend going with something with a tortoiseshell frame so it can go with different variety of colors of your outfits. If you pigeonhole yourself into gold frames or silver frames, you're kind of stuck into what you can wear. With these, there's some flexibility to them. But remember, also your face. The shape of your face determines what kind of lenses you get. I have an oval face. If you have a round face, you're gonna wanna go with something square or rectangular. If you have a square face and a cut jawline, then you're okay doing the round circles or those aviators. And as always, we're gonna finish every reinvented wardrobe with a fragrance. And the one I'm gonna recommend to you guys is gonna be my signature fragrance for summer of 2025. And it is a flanker from Dolce & Gabbana, light blue, Capri, and Love. I just bought this one a week ago and I was able to get my nose on it. Now it does have the DNA of Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue Intense and the original Light Blue. And even though salty C notes are not listed in this, you are gonna pick that up in the DNA. But this one turns into a little bit of a sweet fragrance because of the fig in the middle notes. It's an Eau de Parfum concentration. I get about 6 to 7 hours out of this one, which is what I usually get with the other Light Blue. In the next video, I'm gonna go over my top summer fragrances. And spoiler alert, this is gonna be one of them, but I'm gonna go over several more with you guys. I just wanted to make sure you guys got your hands on this with this video. That's it guys, you have everything you need. If you didn't pick up on it, what I built for you is a capsule wardrobe. To try to save you money, you're not gonna have to buy a bunch of different pieces. And if you do this the right way with the right fit and not following fashion trends and sticking with style, the stuff that you buy this year is gonna last you for seasons to come. And as always guys, thanks again and see you in the next one.